just reading, you know, as believers in God, you know, we were supposed to do everything through His Spirit. And, you know, and this being a prophetic ministry, and being a prophetic home, that should just be, you know what I mean, the first option. And, you know, using pastor as an example, majority of us are here because of the Spirit of God and not the power and the might that she has and the gift of gab and all that. I mean, power is not only, you know, strength and, you know, being able to lift up heavy stuff and things like that. It's influence and things like that that people actually have.
Yes, that's true.
That's one of the problems I personally believe that's going on in the body and why the church is sick, because we all try to, not all of us, but a lot of guys try to feel their way through it with their power and gifts instead of flowing in through with the Spirit of God. Now, we cannot at all, anyway, anyhow, really do things without the Spirit of God, you know, because it's everything, you know. And, you know, like it says in Philippians 4:13, I can do everything through Him who strengthens me.
Yes.
Which is pretty much the same thing as what I was trying to say. You know, some things do seem impossible in the Spirit. Like, you cannot get delivered without the Spirit of God. And some of us, we tend to get in our flesh and look, because, you know, as humans, we are weak. You know, we might not feel that way, but we get a little boastful and being proud and saying, I can do it by myself. That's showing, you know, your human and your manly might, what you really don't have. And if you want to get delivered, you need the Spirit of God. You cannot do it without the Spirit of God.
That's right.
You know, and even fighting against temptation. You know, we need the strength of God to fight through that. You know, and it's His Spirit that gets us through things like that. You know what I mean? And that pretty much, you know, sums it. I don't really want to take up too much of y'all time because y'all look like y'all been here for a minute. But, you know, it is Christ who strengthens us. You know, we have to do everything through His Spirit. And we all know the gifts still apply, and the gifts do apply by His Spirit. Everything we do, we must enter in His Spirit. And we do that, we start that by giving, you know, faith. And that starts by what she had to deal with renewing of the mind. You can't flow through the Spirit of God without a renewed mind. If you got a weak mind, then, you know, you in your flesh. And me in that flesh, right? You got to start off with a renewed mind. That's where it starts. And then you got to be led by the Spirit. I don't know who had that, but you got to be led by the Spirit, you know, to walk in that. So, that's all I got to say. My bad for the little tongue tie. I'm tired.